CI Kitchen is brought to you by Harvest Market.
So as we learned last month, charcuterie and butter boards will most likely be a trending food once again in 2023. And back with us in the CI Kitchen, guest chef Anita Dukeman. Welcome back.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so last month we kind of talked about food trends that we're going to be expecting here this year. Charcuterie boards, butter boards, making that list. So you've actually brought an example today, but before we talk about that, let's kind of talk about some things that may accompany the butter board.
So part of building the butter board is salt. And so there are so many different types of salt, and I brought a few of them. Some you can use interchangeably, some you cannot.
Okay, so you've got 5 different kinds here, it looks like.
These are just out of my pantry.
You have 5 different kinds of salt in your pantry?
I probably have more, but...
Wow, okay.
Anyway, so we have this red sea salt, which could pretty much use interchangeably, and sea salt is, it has all the minerals from the sea.
Okay.
So there's zinc and all kinds of healthy stuff that it just picks up. So they just dry it, and that's our sea salt.
It's kind of hard to see on camera there that it actually does have a little pink tint to it.
Correct.
This one obviously has a nice color to it.
That's Hawaiian salt, and it gets that color from the clay.
Oh my goodness. When would you use Hawaiian salt?
I think I would just use it like to salt something, not to bake with or anything like that.
Okay. Then we've got some chunkier salt here in the back.
Our first one here is just plain old kosher salt. I like to use that instead of what we normally would use or just grab, which, you know, has a lot of anti-caking agents.
Okay.
So kosher usually has none of those.
Okay. Then these 2 back here in the back.
Right. So the one you have there, Heather, if I'm not mistaken, is the flaky salt. And that's what you need for a butter board. So you can't just take the shaker to it.
No, that would not shake out very well.
No, it wouldn't shake out very well. So that is used for after. You don't cook with it, you don't bake with it, you just put the flakes on, and it just brings out some flavor to your food.
Okay, I know there have been so many different examples of butter boards, charcuterie boards, dessert boards, any kind of board on TikTok. So why don't we take a look here at one example that we came across that you were a big fan of.
Well, this is the one that went viral. She put butter boards on the map.
Really?
Yes, she did.
Okay, hopefully we can take a look here. Okay, now how colorful is that?
It's pretty colorful.
What all do you think she's put on
Well,
there?
I know what she put on there.
Okay, well here we are spreading the butter.
So as she spreads the butter, notice she's got all those little crevices, and it's kind of like whipping up icing on a cake. That's to hold the flavor. So now she's put some lemon zest, and she drizzles some honey, and I think she used red onion, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't get that verified.
Could be.
And then she just dips and eats. Oh, she also brought edible flowers, which I found.
Really? Oh my word, okay.
And that was kind of that blue, purpley color.
Yes.
And she may have used some fresh herbs. Yeah, it looks like either cilantro or parsley, but we're going with that.
Okay, and a little drizzle of honey there, it looks like.
Honey.
All right, I'm going to guess, though, not all butter is created equal when it comes to creating a butter board.
Correct. I use the really good Irish butter.
Okay.
We're really going all out today, Heather.
Well, I was reading something about European butter.
Right. So that's different. It's higher in fat, and it tastes a lot better.
Okay.
But you can use regular butter, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what she used.
All right. So, and is that kind of, you've got the Irish butter here on the board? I
do. So one thing about that, you know, mine doesn't look quite as good as hers.
Oh, Anita, it's beautiful.
I'm also not the person to ice the cake. But notice it's not even.
Yes.
So you want to make it, just swirl it around a little bit. And don't melt your butter in the microwave and then let it sit for a while. You need to let it come to room temp.
Okay.
So allow yourself that much time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that.
And what are we putting on our butter board?
Okay, well, let's start going.
Okay, it looks like we've got some kind of nuts.
Let's start with our lemon zest. So the basics is your butter board and your lemon zest. So I'm going to let you just grab that.
Okay.
And sprinkle it on there. I don't know how else to do it. I figured.
Oh gosh, I just got a big old blob right there. I don't think that was the right strategy, Anita.
Well, that's okay.
She kind of just like took her little zester like over the top of it.
Maybe that's what I should have done.
Well, that's okay. okay.
I'll just move it around.
Yeah.
I figure if you're dipping your bread in with everybody else's, they won't mind your fingers in the lemon zest, right?
Yes, I did just wash them right before coming in.
I believe you.
As does everybody at home. Okay, and then what?
Well, I think we should go with a little sweet. So let's drizzle that. I just brought that because that.
Little honey.
I should have brought the zester, but I didn't.
Oh, no. Well, hey, you know what? We're living and learning.
There you go.
Do a little drizzle here.
I thought that was easier than trying to spoon it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as we talked about last month, this is nut of the year, pistachios.
Word. I didn't even know there was a nut of the year.
Yes, there is, and I like pistachios.
Okay.
So we're just going to sprinkle some of those on. Now, there's no exact science. You can do what you want.
Okay.
And this is going to be great for, you know, Super Bowl. Or...
Oh, my gosh, absolutely. Okay, we are out of time, but we still have a few more things to sprinkle on here, so we'll do that coming up a little bit later on in the hour. But in the meantime, if you want to connect with Anita, she's got a fabulous website, anitastabletalk.com, where she shares all of her recipes and links to her social media, and we will have that at ciLiving.tv. So stay tuned to see how our butterboard reveal turns out.